Well, I know personally, I've been thinking about this game for months, that this is a really, we've talked about it leading in, really tough pool. And this team we've watched, and they play very, very good basketball. And I was just, as you go, I was really new players, a lot of new guys, a lot of young guys that haven't played, Duop, Giddey, Josh Green, and I just thought we started poorly, and I just thought we stayed with it, and what we talked about leading in, the importance of the defense, I just thought we were tremendous defensively. And it started at the end of the second quarter and went right through the second half, and settled down offensively. We turned the ball over, and I think that was nerves. Everybody's wound for this first one, so we settled down and played off our defense and rebounded. And I was pleased. We got contribution from everybody. And then the man sitting next to me, you know, we've talked about his first game as a Boomer in a competition like this, and the ball was in his hands, and we just didn't have that level of player there in Tokyo, and it makes a big difference.
Thank you, Coach. And Josh, for you?
Yeah, I mean, very similar. I think they got the jump on us early. They came out, you know, more ready to play than we did. And I think midway through that second quarter, we took care of the ball. We limited them to one shot, started getting stops, and that's when we look good. And that's when we're at our best, when we're, you know, out in transition running. And I think that momentum from the end of the second carried through, you know, to the third and the fourth. So, you know, it's hard in FIBA because it's a shorter game. You know, slow starts can cost you a ball game. And we were lucky tonight. We were switched on, you know, from that second quarter onwards. But, you know, we played Germany in a few nights, and a slow start against a team like that, it's hard to dig yourself out of a hole in a short game like FIBA ball is. So credit to the guys, though. You know, we switched on finally after that, you know, timeout midway through the second. But a lot to improve on, which is good, you know, considering we won the game by almost 30. So, you know, a lot to learn. We'll get back to the drawing board tomorrow and get ready for, you know, a tough test in Germany.
Thank you. We'll go ahead and open up the floor for questions. The microphone will come to you, front row here.
Tom Hirsch, NBL Media. Coach, you must be really happy with the contribution you got from the bench tonight, especially kind of in that first half when things were a little bit shaky, just to settle things down. Joe came in, Dante, Jack, Xavier, all had an impact in their own way.
Really pleased with that, and I know coaching on the sideline, total confidence in all of them. So you're fearless. I mean, at the start of this second half, I told Matisse, don't play like you have 3 fouls. I don't have that mindset. Crawl all over it. Don't do anything stupid. But Josh Green's there. You know, we've got backup in all those positions. And the key is, like you said, is or like we said leading into this, is competing on the glass. So I thought tonight the switchable lineups and the fact that Jack White, Xavier Cooks, those guys really rebounded the ball. But what we did, they're starting to, again, you can talk and you can practice, but they're starting to get a grip on what we need to do to win. And it starts on the defensive end of the floor, and that's what I was so pleased with tonight and where we got the contribution from the bench.
And just quickly, Joe Ingles in a different role this tournament. What kind of luxury is it for you as a coach to have someone like that to lead that second unit?
I thought, and I tapped him after the game, I thought he was the difference. We were in the hole, as Giddey said, and I thought he shot the ball, he defended, and what he does too, he's emotional, and he talks, and he communicates his feelings, and there's not a lot of our guys like that, so he's unique. And like you said, we experimented it at the end of Tokyo, when we lost Baines and he started to play some 4, and now, you know, with that depth in the 2 and 3, he's playing a lot more 4, and I think he's dangerous there.
Hi, Evan Harding, FIBA World Basketball. Gorge, Paddy had struggled a bit with his shot in the warm-ups, but then came up big tonight with 25. How did you see his game?
You know, he's our major offensive threat. Like, he's our scorer, And I think all the players, everybody on the team, the pre-season, well, we did the 5 games, everybody's been saying, shoot, shoot, and you don't have to tell him that. I mean, his confidence doesn't wane. And as we were preparing for the game, we were running stuff for him. Forget that. We know the lights are on, and we have total belief in him. He's done it time and time again, and we'll continue to go there.
Shintaro Kano, Olympic Channel. Josh, can you just describe the range of emotions you were feeling, before tip-off, and how you've been ever since you got to Japan ahead of this big tournament?
Yeah, I think guys were ready to play. Been a lot of practices, a lot of warm-up games, and I think once we touched down here, guys were ready to get into it and start the World Cup campaign. And for me, it's my first ever real time putting on a Boomers jersey. A lot of excitement, obviously a lot of emotions going through me when you've got your country on your back and you're trying to win for your country. And obviously there's a lot of guys on this team that have been here for 10, 15 years. So, it's important to come into the team with the same mindset and have everyone on the same page. And we're very fortunate that we've got a group that's, all got one common goal in mind. And it makes playing the game a lot easier when everyone's on the same page. So, as I said, guys were, antsy to get going and get started. And I think tonight was a good way to start off.
Jacob Dool from the Pick and Roll Australia. Josh, we heard Coach talk a bit about the depth on the team there, but for a playmaker like yourself, how nice is it to know that when he does dip into the bench, you're still getting guys out there with you that can make plays?
It's awesome. That's one of the luxuries of this group is that we can go 12 deep. We can look to anyone on the bench to come in and make an impact. And I thought our bench tonight was awesome. Dante, Jack White, Cooks, Joey was awesome. And they provide a different look, compared to what we've got in the starting group. Obviously, with Dwarp at the 5, and then we bring Xavier in, we go a bit more small. But, it's awesome. Those guys were great tonight, and we're going to need it as the tournament goes in. You play 6, 7 games, and the bench becomes very important. And they were awesome tonight. I thought they were the difference maker for us, and, we're going to need them, deep into this tournament, hopefully.
Goorjian, Olganoj, ESPN Australia. Have you ever had a defensive unit that has as many versatile pieces as this and can play so many different styles defensively?
No. And I said in Tokyo, Patty Mills 42 in that game, and I keep referring to Tokyo because I've come back and I've had a 1-year build to this. It's not like I've been with them I was with them and then I was away for 10 years, came back, and when I came back and we got that medal, what's the difference between this and the ones that have just missed? Patty's performance was tremendous, but we didn't have Dante Exum and we didn't have Matisse Tybel. We've never had that length and that athleticism on the wings like that, and it was different for Australia. And now, you add Josh Green, you add Xavier Cooks, you add Jack White. We've got more depth there. It's switchable, and even our point guard, 6'8". So, to answer your question, I mean, we're small in the 5 and 4, but the question is versatility. I've never had versatility like this in the depth and versatility that I have now.
And Josh, what's it like having those sorts of guys behind you, knowing that they're going to be in their spots and you'll get stops and you'll be able to run and play your game more effectively?
It's awesome. And as Gorge said, when we get into that second unit, you've got guys like Whitey, Cooks, Dante, they're all switchable, can go 1 through 4, 5 with those bigger guys. And, it's awesome to know that, you guys have your back, especially with Matisse, Josh Green. You look down the line and we've got so many athletic, long defenders. And it's awesome. When they get in steals, we're out and running, that's when we're at our best. So I think that was a turning point in the game tonight when we started getting stops, got out and run. We looked great. And it starts with, usually Matisse. Another one, Nick Kay was awesome tonight defensively. So usually it starts with Matisse, Greeny, those guys on the ball. But I thought defensively after that second quarter, we were tremendous tonight. And it allowed us to play our game, get out and run. And I think that's what broke the game open for us.
Right here in the front row.
Hi, my name's Elliot from Basketball News Australia. Simple question. Losing Landau was a big issue for the team because it was a moment that you didn't really have much time to rethink how the team's going to operate. What was it like trying to reconfigure the team's strategy? Were there any big changes, minor changes? Can you describe it for us?
Well, I think we really missed Jock. It's another dimension to us that we don't have. And what it's done is it's painted a blueprint. There's nowhere else to go. What Jock gives us is we have that, what we're talking about with Jock. And so he's a pretty good defender, and when he's out, we can go this way. But we can also match up with size when we've got Jock, and it makes us more. So we miss him. But what we do have, we've got one way, and we're going to get better and better and put more into it because we don't have another option. But truthfully, we miss Jock.
Gorge, you spoke yesterday about making about the head of the snake and really trying to attack Lowry. You made life tough on him and also got to the other guys. How happy were you with that?
I was really pleased with how he's an incredible player, and we watched all their games coming in, and he's 40 and 15, 20, scoring on the break, scoring inside, scoring on on his right hand penetration. And I just thought Jack White, Nick Kay, it was kind of the wrestling. You slap the hand and then another guy comes in. You go for 4 minutes, slap another kind. So it's kind of a gang effect. And then whenever he got the ball in scoring positions, I thought our double team and our rotations were tremendous. And so the game plan they locked into, and I thought it was successful. He's an incredible player. He still had 19 and was still effective, but I thought we did a great job on him.
All right, wait, before you go, Josh, I want to ask you lastly, were you aware of you being on the verge of a triple-double? And I just want to let you know you're in some good company here, because the only player who's combined for more than 10 points, more than 5 rebounds, and more than 5 assists in his first FIBA World Cup game in the 21st century was LeBron James back in 2006. So can you paint a picture maybe for us in the room if that was top of mind, or if that came to you at any point in the game?
I had no idea, but as I always say, it's cool to be in company with guys like that. But it's always about the group, it's always about the team, and we're lucky to have a deep, 12-man team. So I play great, I play bad. What matters is we win the game. We did that tonight, so that's what makes me happy.
Thank you so much, Josh Giddey, and of course, Coach Goorjian. Good luck to you the rest of the way.
Thank you. Thank you.